Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guror Sri Utapada Kamalam Sri Guror Navaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namaya Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Chunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Surato Pango Mahumandamatirgati Masarvasya Padambhojau Radha Madara Mohanau Devya Vrindaranya Kalpadramadaha Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prestha Lebi Sevya Mano Smarami Sriman Rasrasaram Bhevam Shri Vatatatastitha Karshan Venu Swaner Gopi Gopi Nada Sriyastunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupaswarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Come to this 22nd day of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is being organized by Bhaktivedanta College of Vedic Education, Navi Mumbai, Maharashtra. Bhaktivedanta College of Vedic Education is situated in the ISKCON campus, Navi Mumbai, Shri Radha Madan Mohanji Temple, and we have a college where we conduct the Vedic education, the aiming to impart the Vedic education all over the world to achieve real unity and peace in the world. So at this time of world crisis, the Bhaktivedanta College has decided to give the Vedic knowledge of Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is ripened fruit of Vedic tree, in the form of 100 stories in 30 days. So far we have 21 days hearing is completed, and today is 22nd day. And for the last for 20 days we have been hearing the 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. 9 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, and yesterday we started the 10th canto. So 10th canto is the about story of Lord Krishna, and as to summarize, Bhagavatam is narrated by Srila Vyasadeva, 18,000 verses and 12 cantos. Canto in Sanskrit is called skanda. So 12 skandas it has been narrated, and for 20 days we have completed the hearing of 9 cantos, and yesterday we entered into 10th canto, and today is the second day. So including today, it will continue for another 10 days, so that we will be reaching the Purnahuti on May 6th, which is the Narsingha Chaturdashi day. And it is essentially to invoke the great auspiciousness and also invoke the Lord Narasimha so that he would destroy the present crisis of pandemic all over the world. And this is essentially to bring the auspiciousness and protection to all mankind on the earth. So we have and the Srimad Bhagavatam, in that which is essential message of Srimad Bhagavatam is the point that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he is not avatari. In fact, he is the source of he is not the avatar, and he is actually avatari, and he is the source of all incarnation. This is the Ete cham sakalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. This is the message. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto describes 90 chapters, 90. The largest skanda is the 10th canto, which describes Krishna's pastimes from childhood till great discussions of Uddhava Gita. So we were happily discussing yesterday's story. I would like to just bring a small recap of yesterday, that when Lord Krishna appeared in the prison house of Vasudeva, so he immediately appeared in the form in a fourth form, with completely ornamented with all, and he was looking resplendent, and he gave one message to Devaki and Vasudeva, that Devaki Vasudeva, in the beginning of creation, during Swayambhuva Manu, they are Prusni and Sutapa. Devaki, in the beginning of creation, in the first Swayambhuva Manu, she is Prusni, and Vasudeva was Sutapa, and both were performing a great sacrifices. And when the Lord appeared, they prayed for one thing, that they wanted Lord as their son. Just imagine. So the Supreme Lord Krishna can remember, but the conditioned souls or or even liberated souls, they cannot be remembering. So unless the Supreme Lord reminds, they cannot remember. So that's why Krishna, when he appeared to Devaki and Vasudeva, he mentioned that in the beginning of creation. So in the beginning of creation is Swayambhuva Manu time. You took birth as Prusni and Sutapa, and you made a great tapasya and asked for a boon, that I will be born to you as son. So at that time, to fulfill your desire, I have born to you as Prusni Garbha. And in fact, actually, you wanted me three times as son. So again, you took birth as Kashyapa and Aditi Kashyapa. So then I took birth again as Vamanadev to you as second. Now in this Dwapara, in this Yuga, Devaki and Vasudeva, and now I am born to you as Krishna. So in this way, the Lord has reminded them, because the Lord can remember. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjana bhavishyani cha putani mamti vedana kasta. I remember past, present and future, but nobody knows about me. This is message. So here both the Devaki and Vasudeva, they made a sacrifice, means they made a great austerity with a strong desire that they wanted Krishna to have the Lord to become their son, not one time but 3 times. So in the process of that, is almost in the almost 7 manvantras took place. The first manvantara, and after that, now whatever presently is running, the 7th manvantara. So in the 7 manvantaras, the Devaki Vasudeva, in the beginning of first manvantara, in the beginning manvantara, they one time, then afterwards again, and now 3rd time. So which brings us to a important point, that unless we have a strong desire to get associated with Supreme Lord, to have relation, it is not possible to have that. And that should be associated with a strong austerity and deep and firm austerity. Nothing is just comes like that. Everything is happening because of a reason. And the reason is the strong desire of the individual soul. If somebody wants Krishna to be obtained as a son or a father or a master, they should have strong desire. Then only it happens. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. If somebody is becoming successful in life, somebody is becoming successful in the business enterprise, and somebody is successful in the games, or even somebody is actually ruining himself, miseries, it's all because of his strong desire. This is the message we should understand. So, and the same thing continues that when the Yashoda Maya saw that one day that we discussed yesterday, when Balaram intimated to mother that Krishna hasn't eaten earth, so she, with all anxiousness, she came out rushing and finally caught hold of Krishna's hand and asked him to show the mouth. When she saw the inside the mouth, she found entire universe. Not only one universe, there are so many universes, so many, everywhere. And she has seen herself also, she has seen Gokul also, she has seen Krishna, everybody in that. Krishna within Krishna, in that way she has seen. This is the amazing thing, and she got confused. She got really perturbed. And she started thinking, what's happening, whether I am dreaming, is it truth or is it false, is it Maya, what is that? But suddenly she also came to one conclusion, oh, let it be whatever it is. I don't see everything. I see only Krishna as my son, and that's it. In that way she started thinking herself. So that because she wanted to really stay, of course Krishna removed that illusion from her eyes. That's why she started thinking like this. So when this thing also happened, the Parikshit Maharaj started asking, how come this Nanda and Nanda Maharaj in Yashoda developed such a great, deep sense of Vatsalya Rasa with Krishna? How it is possible? How it is possible? What made them? Then the Shukadeva Goswami mentioned, actually these people, the Mava and Yashoda Maya, they were great pious people. In their previous life, they are actually the Drona and Dara. Drona and Dara, these are the two great people, and they were praying, and they made a great austerity. They made a great austerity, and when Brahma appeared, when Brahma appeared, they prayed that they wanted the Supreme Lord to be obtained as their son. And they said that first of all they wanted to appear and let the Supreme Lord appear to them as son, and they can really enjoy the spiritual bliss. So the blessing was given because of their strong desire and strong austerity. So repeatedly Bhagavatam, various incidences bring us to the fundamental message that nothing just happens to you, or it is, you should have a strong desire. Strong desire should be there, and that should be coupled with a great amount of austerity. So when the austerity is there and strong desire is there, the desire manifests in front of you. So if somebody wants, I want to have a wonderful, happy, divine relation with Krishna, I want to have sambandha with Krishna as my friend, as my relative, or as my master, or somebody wants that, I want to really please my spiritual master, I want to really please my spiritual master. Even he may not say it to me, but he should feel that he is pleased with me. Unless we have that strong desire, we are not going to really please the Spirit. Try to understand. Simply, of course, we always say that we should not be having any desire like that. But that we have to understand, we should not have any desire for sense gratification. Even Krishna himself is saying, please develop a desire to attain me. Krishna himself is saying, So always when we say that don't have any desire, means don't have any desire for personal sense gratification. Who said that don't have desire to go back to Godhead? Who said that don't have desire to make relationship with Krishna? It is never like that. In the entire Bhagavatam, you see from first canto to last canto, there are so many characters. Everywhere you see even the Swayambhuva Manu, whether it's Swayambhuva Manu or latest Vaivasvata Manu. Vaivasvata Manu also, he went banks of Yamuna and started doing the austerity, tapasya, 100 years. Then only he has given birth to the great personality like Ikshvaku and many, and he has become basis for the Chandravamsa and Surya Vamsha. So, sum and substance, it comes to the point that we should have a strong desire what we want. We should be clear what we want. And simply having desire not going to do anything. It should be coupled, it should be supported by a great austerity. What is that austerity? So, Nanda Yashoda were so much enjoying with Krishna and Balaram as their wonderful sons because they wanted that. They wanted and they did tapasya and they got blessings. We want with Krishna. What we want with Krishna? What is the strong desire we have? So, these things should be understood to us, and we should be away from other things, and we should be very clear what we want, and we should be clear and what is the path. Because Krishna has given in Bhagavatam itself, what are the paths? What are the paths? The knowledge given finally by Krishna to Uddhava is, you can't just imagine how much deep knowledge he has given. Deepest knowledge that you can simply come out of this material world very easily and get attached to Krishna very strongly. So, this knowledge, this information will not be revealed. How it will be revealed? How it will be revealed unless you have desire. So, from this wonderful we can understand that how Yashoda was so much attached to, or even Nanda Baba attached, because they made a great austerity in the previous life, and they were actually desiring to have a wonderful, happy life with Krishna in this world. So now coming to our today's, we will have some stories. So the first story is going to be the story of great faith in Krishna. How the Gwalbar, all the associates of Krishna, developed a great faith in Krishna. And also the story of a great rejoice for even demigods. Generally, all people worship gods, demigods for various happiness. But we will now hear a story where even the great rejoice or great happiness is given, also was given to demigods, and that is the story of killing Aghasura. So we are going to hear the first story, killing of Aghasura. So there is a word called anartha. In this Sanskrit becomes anartha. Anartha, the real meaning of anartha means which doesn't have any meaning. Artha means with meaning. Artha means there is a meaning. There should be a meaning to life, we say that. There is no meaning to life, means anartha. So for example, if a well-known, world-renowned doctor is there, but his son is a patient, permanently patient, is it not anartha? Is it meaningless? Similarly, a billionaire father is there and he feeds, let us assume, every day thousands and thousands of poor people, but his son is also begging. Is it possible? It is possible. That is also anartha. A father who is feeding to thousands of people and his son is also begging. For example, if the billionaire father's son is somehow lost in the childhood and he got separated from a father and he has was associated with the beggars. So he would be begging. He may not be knowing that actually he belongs to a great billionaire father. So this is called anartha. Actually, we being the part and parcel of Krishna, we should be really happy always, because Krishna is Sachidananda Vigraha. So being he is always happy and situated in the full knowledge, so we also should be in the same condition. But because we don't have the information, because we are not connected to Krishna through Bhagavad. So there are three things which we constantly discussed. Number one is Shastra, number two is Guru, and number three is Paramatma. These three are essential things to really to understand the relation, to establish relation, and to enjoy the result of establishing relation with Krishna. So that's why the Bhagavatam has come into picture to remove the anarthas. So presently it is like anartha only. There is no meaning, that we are simply sitting at home and not going anywhere and not talking to anybody, not meeting anybody. Now we have to keep some distance. We can't meet people. We can't shake hand. We can't hug. So we are enjoying everything. So this anartha, meaningless. So how can we remove this? Of course, when we really aim for it, when we constantly meditate and come to the understanding that Krishna is pervading and Krishna is actually making this. And this message comes from Srimad Bhagavatam. So here, that's why the Srila Vyasadeva gave the Srimad Bhagavatam Anarthopasamnam Sakshat Bhakti Yoga Madokshaje Lokasya Janato Vidvan Chakre Shatva Samhita. Just he wanted, Vyasadeva understood that to remove anarthas, the only one process is to have direct worshipping of Krishna. And people don't know this, that's why he has given Srimad Bhagavatam. So when Krishna and Balaram came to, they were up and walking, they started really giving unlimited pleasure to Nanda Baba, Yashoda, Rohini, and all his friends, Krishna's friends were associated with Krishna from very childhood. That we discussed yesterday, that when Krishna was only 3 months old, there were so many children also playing in the same courtyard, and they noticed, oh, Krishna was really made a heroic activity. He touched his little, very soft, tender leg to that cart, and cart just flown to the sky and fell down. They have seen. And they are told to Nanda Baba, oh, this little Krishna touched his this cart, and cart broke up and went up, they mentioned. But nobody believed. And they also saw personally that Krishna pulled the wooden mortar from between the two Arjuna Vriksha, very big Vriksha, and they fell down. They told, but nobody believed. But they are constantly witnessing, they are having experience what Krishna is doing. And in this way, they made it very, very happy. And Krishna used to make everybody happy also. And whenever gopis say that, hey Krishna, little Krishna, come here, dance for us, we'll give you some sweet. So then immediately Krishna used to dance, just to get sweets. So he is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he behaved like a doll in the hands of a boy or a children. That, oh Krishna, dance one more time, once more. So he's dancing and giving it. And Yashoda Maya also, he used to tell some work, like we tell our children, hey boy, come and bring some that, bring the mother sometimes will be giving instructions, giving small work. So Yashoda Maya also used to give, hey Krishna, bring that glass here, I am just cooking, or bring that one, give me. So Krishna used to go there, bring it and give it to mother, so that mother can work. Just imagine. Then the whole world, whole universe is praying to him. He is just carrying the orders. And sometimes when Mother Yashoda tells, oh Krishna, go and bring that, if that article is supposed to be very big, Krishna cannot really lift it because very small. So Krishna, but he cannot deny the order of mother. So he used to go near to that and touch it and stand there. Because he cannot lift it, it's so big. Saying that, no, I cannot do it. But since you have ordered, I am going and touching it. so my job is over. So Yashoda used to laugh and smile with you. Oh, no problem, don't worry about it. And even Krishna goes to the extent of, even without father is asking, he used to lift. Whenever Nanda Baba is going to, he's going to go for his office. So he is of course he has, because he is the king of the Raja, so he has a big office, courtyard, everything. So whenever Baba is going outside, he used to lift, he used to bring his chapel and put it on his head and give it to father. So in this way, he, by his activities, he has given immense happiness and pleasure to the all Nanda Baba and that. And sometimes he used to show that how much powerful. He used to say like, okay, you see how much strong I am. So he used to, all people used to feel, oh, great bliss of, or ocean of bliss in front of them. One day, means even as a child, he used to demonstrate wonderful things that people get attracted, and they can get attracted forever. Not only say when we are getting attracted, it's not that first time we are getting attracted. This is there even from the beginning of creation, not that it has happened only in the Dwapara Yuga. And one day Krishna saw that some fruit vendor came to the in front of the home, and she is saying, oh, anybody wants fruit? I have so many fruits. She was shouting that she is a fruit vendor, is a beautiful lady. And many times people used to come and they want to really see Krishna and see. And fortunately this time the fruit vendor got the opportunity to interact with Krishna. Otherwise, whenever fruit vendor or vegetable vendors, etc., they used to come, Nanda Baba or some the gopis, they used to go and buy, and Krishna has no work, he's just to see. So they wanted to come and see from distance, oh, Krishna is there. So these fruit vendors really come and see, oh, Krishna is playing there, and they used to go and tell other people, oh, today I went to Nanda Baba's house, Krishna was just moving there, he was just walking there. Like that they used to tell. They used to go to different villages for fruit selling, and they used to inform how Krishna is beautiful. So they used to act as the messengers of what is Krishna is doing. So one day happened that when a fruit vendor came, when he was shouting, nobody was there. So Krishna wanted to really give blessings to her. So he went immediately rushing, because he has seen many times how his father or mother or servants or the other people are buying. So the barter system. So they used to give some grains and get the things. Barter system. Krishna, oh, understood. Okay, this is way to get fruits. So he also immediately, when he saw that nobody is coming, nobody is responding to that fruit vendor, everybody is busy. So he immediately went inside and took hold of some grains in hand. So very little hand, so just you hold, you cannot even close it also. And he rushed. In the rushing, many grains fell down. Only 2 or 3 left over in hand. He went, by the time went and reached her, so only 2-3 grains, he just gave this. So the fruit vendor became so happy that she took the 2-3 grains and filled his hands with all fruits. So in that way, every moment, and the moment she has given the fruits, the number of fruit which he can hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, just he was holding one after the leg, up to his neck. He was holding. By the time she has given like that, her basket was completely filled with jewels, diamonds, and so many golden ornaments. So, which Krishna demonstrates that anything that you give, you will not be, means you will be reciprocated in your unlimited way. And these are the things, of course, fruit vendor, first time she got this experience, even by seeing his smiling face and his playing, they used to go. And we'll come to know in one of the stories that how the great devotees of Brahmana Patnis, they got attracted to Krishna, because they used to hear from these fruit vendors and such people that, oh, Krishna is so great. So we'll find that. And also, always Krishna and Balaram, they were very busy always. always busy in playing. So much because the morning they took little breakfast and then afterwards they playing with all people Yamuna. So just imagine how much beautiful the Yamuna must be 5,000 years before. 5,000 years before. Even 40, 50 years before, Yamuna used to be so beautiful, so much clean, and there used to be hundreds of tortoises. Hundreds of tortoises we could see that just 40, 50 years before. And now you can't see anything. You can't see anything. Just what will be the case at 5,000 years before. So Krishna and Balram with all so many friends, they were playing on the banks of Yamuna, and here the Yashoda Maya became very much upset. Oh, the lunchtime and these boys have not eaten, they have not come. So she has sent Rohini to go and call them back. And Rohini went and called them, but there is no response from them. They did not care. She said that no, these boys are not hearing my word. I can't really make, they are so much immersed. Rohini came and complained to Yashoda. Then Yashoda went. But her calling is totally different. Even in the voice itself is completely filled with great Vatsalya. And she was feeling that the Krishna and Balram did not eat. So that was coming out from her mouth, from her voice. When Krishna heard that mother has come and calling, he immediately, okay, let us stop the playing. So he informed all the friends, okay, all of you please go, and we are going for home. And at that time Yashoda also said, hey my dear boys, you also go home. Take your parents also waiting, your mothers also waiting. In that way she informed, and she caught hold of Krishna and Balaram in two hands, and she started bringing home. It was a so beautiful scene that Mother Yashoda holding Krishna onto the right side, right hand, and Balaram onto the left hand, and she's walking, and with so much happiness that they are coming back. Just imagine how beautiful the situation would be. How much Balaram must be feeling, and how much Yashoda Maya must be feeling. And she was saying that, okay, Krishna and Ram, please come. Your father is waiting. Nanda Baba is waiting because they want to take lunch along with you. So in that way, very, very happy situations used to happen time and again. And when Vrajvasis used to see, because here we see the Yamuna river is there both in Gokul and also you see in Vrindavan, everywhere. So on that day it happened to be the Janma Nakshatra of Krishna also. When Krishna was brought, Yashoda Maya arranged for him perfect bathing, new clothes were given, and also by the time all Brahmanas arrived, and she ensured that Krishna gives away good donation to all Brahmanas. Then she ensured that Nanda Baba and Krishna Balram, they all have taken a wonderful feast, lunch feast. So it was this is one scene. Actually, Shukadeva Goswami was giving one instance like that, unlimited incidents of unlimited happiness. Was every second happiness, every moment is happiness. Nityosava. Nityosava means everyday festival. Everyday festival and every minute festival. It's called sometimes, and Bhagavatam it mentions about Akhanditotsava. Akhandita means unbroken happiness, no chance, like that. So like that every moment was going with all full bliss. So one day all the elderly Gopas, they all were sitting in the courtyard of Nanda Baba, and they started saying that the main person, one of the brothers of Nanda Baba, his name is Upananda, he said that looking at whatever so far happened, I feel that we better go away from this Gokul. He made a proposal. He said that from the very early days we started seeing that some calamities are falling. We saw that Putana came and she is dead, and then afterwards we saw the cart that the Chakatasura came, he is also dead. Then Trunavata came, he is also dead. and suddenly we saw that unexpectedly, without any reason, two big trees fell down, and at all time our Krishna is being protected. So in that case, actually, if those two big trees, if they had fallen, we can't even imagine, we can't even think, we can't speak like that. So before some more such upadravas, that calamities fall, better we go. So in my opinion, as I collect information, there is a beautiful place between Nandeshwar and Mahavan. Between Nandeshwar and Mahavan, there is a beautiful place called Vrindavan. I heard like that, and it is very good place. We have a perfect grazing lands for our cows. We have water, and for our cultivation, everything is there. So I think we should go there without any delay. And if you all feel okay about this, my proposal, we should start without any delay. When Upananda suggested, you see, every person is thinking about Krishna and Balaram only, either happy moods or about concern, how to take care of them, how to really, because Garga Muni also mentioned, because of this boy Krishna, really you will be crossing over all the miseries and all troubles will be taken care. Please take care of him. Please take care of him. So these are being thought about. Then when Upananda suggested, everybody, wonderful, good idea, really good idea, really good. Everybody appreciated, and without any further delay, and they gotten into activity. Just packed up everything. Entire Gokula was vacated. Within no time, Gokula was vacated, and everything they have taken onto their carts, and in a very beautifully decorated, very big cart with very, very big bulls. Yashoda Maya and Rohini, they sat inside, which is having a nice coverage so that there is no sun is coming inside, beautiful inside. And Krishna is sitting in the lap of Yashoda, and Balaram is sitting in the lap of Rohini, and both mothers were started singing the beautiful pastimes of Krishna and Balaram, because as I discussed, they used to compose and they used to sing continuously. That is the best process. And when they were when they were traveling into that, then they finally reached to a place, Vrindavanam sampravishya sarvakala sukhavaham tatra chakur javavasam shakatail ardhachandravad. So they finally reached the Vrindavan, and Shukadeva Goswami says it is sarvakala sukhavaham. So means they reached a place called Vrindavan, it is all time happy. Sukhavaham is all time happy giving. That's why the moment we say Vrindavan, we feel very happy. The word itself is we feel happy. Vrindavan. So during that period, of course now also because of wonderful pastime place, at that time, even before Krishna going, the Vrindavan itself, because we see that that Vrindavan and banks of Yamuna was a place of great happiness for everybody. That's why Shukadeva Goswami is using Sarvakala Sukhavaham. So Vrindavan was always, all the time, in any yuga, always giving happiness. That's why now also the moment, oh, where are you going? Vrindavan. So the person hearing also, oh, really, you are going? You are very lucky, we say. So that word itself gives a pleasure to us. That's why it is mentioned, Aradhyo Bhagavan Vajeshitanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam. So we should be worshipping Supreme Lord Krishna, considered worshipable Lord Krishna, along with Vrindavan, because that is Sarvakala Sukhavaham. Vrindavan is always Sukhavaham. So that's why I also kept my home name as Ananda Vrindavanam. So my home name is Ananda Vrindavanam. So wherever Krishna's pastimes are there, that is Vrindavanam. So this Ananda Vrindavanam is an Acharya given, the Ananda Vrindavana Champu is a book. Ananda Vrindavana Champu is a book where Krishna's pastime, because Shukadeva Goswami could not explain all details because the Parikshit Maharaj's time is up already. Already 6 days are over. 7th day is going to coming closer. So he did not give much details, and for him that was sufficient. For us also that much small bit is sufficient. But Acharyas gave, because of the realization, they have written a book called Ananda Vrindavan Champu, where what are things happened, how Radharani used to come, how they used to enjoy, how Krishna used to play jokes with his friends while eating, and so many things. So the Vrindavanam is Sarvakala Sukhava. And Krishna Balram was very, very small. It is less than 5 years. Just imagine, maybe 3 or 4 years. Just very small boys. And they felt very happy. Vrindavanam Govardhanam Yamuna Pulina Nicha Vikshasit Uttama Priti Rama Madhavayon Rupa. Shukdev Goswami is mentioning, oh my dear King Parikshit Maharaj, when Krishna and Balram also, when they saw Vrindavan, they saw 3 things. What are that? They have seen Vrindavanam, Govardhanam, Yamuna Pulina Nicha. So they got pleased by seeing 3 things. What is that? Vrindavanam, Govardhanam, Yamuna Pulina Nicha. That is the banks of Yamuna. So they felt very, very, these banks of Yamuna are very something special, because he knows that this Vrindavan, because they got the banks of Yamuna in Gokul also, but here they felt something special, because that is going to be the place of their pastimes, eternal pastimes, and is going to be the permanent abode of their place. So Vrindavanam Govardhanam Yamuna Pulina Nicha Vikshasit Uttama Priti Rama Madhavayon Rupa. In that way, Krishna Balram also very much pleased when they came, and all the Brajvasis, then Nanda Baba arranged for the quickly arranged for the they all to get settled down, because everybody came from the Gokul. Now they have to really make arrangement. They came with all cows, lakhs of cows and people. You can't imagine. Just imagine if their township or their village has to come out and set up the big task. And Nanda Baba used to have lakhs of cows. So it was a big task, but because Krishna is there, they could really achieve it without any big issue. And Shukdev Goswami further says that Evam Vrajau Kasam Priti Icchanto Bala Cheshtitai Kalavaki Swakalena Vatsapalo Babhuto. So Krishna and Balram, they used to really give a great pleasure to all Brajvasis by their wonderful activities and very beautiful words speaking. So he is using Kalavakya, and the people used to feel very happy when Krishna is speaking and Balram is speaking. They used to feel so by their little words and by their little activities, little movement, gestures, they give very happy, and they started growing, and they have grown to the extent of they can take care of cows, because ultimately Nanda Baba's main duty is cow protection. So cow protection. So as the children of Nanda Baba, they also as a next generation, so he also takes the cow protection. But these people are very small, cows are very big, so they have grown to the extent of taking care of the cows. So Krishna and Balram, they became Vatsapala rather than Gopala. So they have come to the extent of Vatsapala. And now the time has come that they can go independently into the forest. All his friends and their calves, and Krishna Balram, their calves, they used to go and really enjoying best outing every day. Festival is going like that. One demon entered, and his interest is to kill Krishna, because they are all assistants of Kamsa. Kamsa is always worried, and he's sending all people wherever he is there, find out, and no need to inform me, kill him wherever you find it. So Aghasura came and he found that how to become closer so that at appropriate moment Krishna can be killed. So what he did, because generally all these demons are they are in the form of they are having kama rupa, means they can take any form. Like Putana came where is a beautiful lady. So this Asura came in the form of a calf, because Krishna is having so many calf, he cannot come in the form of cow. So it will not be compatible. So he came in the form of calf. But Krishna knows, oh, this is a demon slowly entered. Then he called Balram, my dear brother, you see this demon entered as calf. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. So means already noticed him. Slowly he went behind. The calf was just moving along with all calves. So Krishna slowly went behind and caught hold of its hind legs. That all became suddenly that got frightened. But Krishna immediately caught hold of it and lifted and started swirling like a ceiling fan. Ceiling fan, just in the swirling itself, that demon got all his life air gone into air. And he has swirled in such a way that he loses life, and he has thrown onto a big tree, that wood apple tree. And such a big tree, when this demon fell onto that, and then he has shown his real form, and the whole tree shattered and fell down. With all fruits, everything, it fell down the tree. Then for the Gwal, that was first experience. For Gwal, that was first experience. My God, he did such a wonderful Krishna. You did like this. We are very thankful to you that he is a great demon. He came. We did not know that he is demon, and you could identify it. You did a wonderful job. We never know that you can do this. Because for them is first experience. First experience that Krishna can do such wonder. So far they have seen from childhood falling down the trees or something like that. But such a demon who came in a different form, and Krishna knowing that, noticing it and killing. They appreciated him, and they felt very happy that their friend is really powerful and knowledgeable. And this is the first experience all the Gwal they got. And one day, then afterwards, Krishna and Balram, they were moving, because they are only still the Vatsapala. And by the time it became afternoon time, so everybody became thirsty. They want to take water. So they came to Yamuna, banks of Yamuna. They came to Yamuna river. Oh, they felt so beautiful, cold water, and very clear water, very tasty water, and first fed all the calves, and they also started drinking. Suddenly they noticed something is just sitting. Something is sitting which is unusual. Is like a big boulder, like a part of big hill. It just fell from the top of the hill, big boulder it came. But they felt something. How come on the banks? How come a big stone can be like this? But the stone appears to be little moving also, but like a very big. Suddenly they noticed that it is not a stone. Actually, it's a big bird. It's a big crane. When they saw that that crane suddenly expanded, they suddenly became fearful, and they really many Gwal fell down by looking at itself, because it is very big, looking very big. And Balram was also become confused. What is this? And when they were all in this mood, suddenly that it's a baka, it's a demon, Aghasura. In form it has come in the form of baka. Baka means the crane. And so big, and when it was just sitting on the earth, his legs, generally baka will have a very long legs, but when it's sitting, the legs are not seen, and the body also not so much seen. It appears like a big boulder. But when it got up, very huge body. They were stunned, and just it rushed and went to Krishna and swallowed him immediately. Just happened in a fraction of a second. Everybody was stunned. They were just looking at it, and it's happening. Suddenly that came running, saw Krishna, took him and into mouth and swallowed. Just once. Everybody was stunned, and most of the children, they actually became unconscious. Krishna, the Balaram also became, he could not speak anything. He was just became like a statue. And almost they lost their life. But Krishna is a mystic of the mystics. So the moment went inside, actually when you take in mouth anything, from mouth we have to pass through our throat to go inside. So when it took through its beaks inside, it went into mouth, and before going to his throat, Krishna started burning like a big fireball. Started firing ball. So then the crane started feeling so much pain and burning that he can't swallow inside, and she simply thrown Krishna outside. So again Krishna fell out. And when she could not really take Krishna inside, when he fell down, now the Baka, that is Aghasura, felt that with his beaks he wanted to really push and pierce and kill, and started piercing Krishna. And Krishna was rolling, and wherever he is piercing, it is only hitting the ground, not Krishna. And Krishna was moving to make some jokes as piercing. Then Krishna, and all people are just watching what's happening. They are not able to imagine. They could not imagine, because they were all stunned by the instance itself when something else is happening. And Krishna immediately got up and he put his feet on the bottom beak, and he caught hold of the top beak and just got it separated. Just as a child would tear apart any blade of grass, a child will take it apart. So he put his leg on the beak of the bottom and caught hold of it and pierced. And that demon died in 1 second. 1 second. And when they saw this, everybody got complete satisfaction, and they got as if they got life back, as if they would. And immediately Balaram got up and embraced Krishna, because he was so happy that Krishna has come back. And also one by one after that, they started embracing, and they were so happy, and they developed such a confidence that Krishna can really do anything. This is second live example to the Gwal Bal that Krishna can really. And they became very, very happy. And when they came back that day, they started singing glories of Krishna, that today Krishna really killed a great demon who is in form of a crane. They started singing, Krishna came today, he has killed demon. Let's singing their own tuning, and they started. And very happy mood. And when all Gopa Gopis, when they heard that Krishna did like that, they felt so much happy, and they started seeing Krishna with face to face, that as if they are seeing something most rarest of the rare things. In that way they expressed their. And at that time, when the senior Gopas, they came to know that it has happened, then they remembered the words said by Garga Muni, that yes, your son is equivalent to Narayana, and because of him only you will be crossing over all the dangers, and he will be protector, and he will give you the pleasure. And then now, like this, Krishna's pastimes, they have become, they are the nectar and they are medicine also, and they are the Sukadeva Goswami says, Iti Nanda Dayo Gopa Krishna Rama Katha Muda Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindan Bhavavedanam. So all the Brajavasis, Iti Nanda Dayo Gopa. Nanda Gopas, it has become their routine, a pleasure routine, that whenever they come back, they used to get wonderful news that what they are doing. And Krishna Rama Katham Muda, they used to, by the story of Krishna and Rama, they used to feel very happy. Kurvanto Ramamanascha, actually they used to dwell in that, not only simply hearing, they used to really dwell. They also, when people are singing, they also sing in that way. Now in that process of singing and dwelling into that, dwelling means actually contemplating, means themselves going and staying into that situation. The Ramamanascha Navindan Bhavavedanam, because of that they never felt the bhava. Continued, Evam Vihare Komare Kaumaram Jahajut Raje Nilanai Setu Bandhair Markatotlavanadibi. So Krishna Vardam not only killing, and they used to really enjoy, they used to jump like, whenever they go to for the Vatsa, they used to jump like monkeys, they used to or play the games like as if they are constructing a big, like Lord Ramachandra has constructed a big bridge. So they used to make a as if they are bridging a big on the ocean. They used to play that, and also they used to play hide and seek. So that in that way, the Vrindavanam has become a best playground for Krishna Balram, and in that way they have happily completed their Kaumara, that is 5 years is nicely completed. Now another incident took place, which is the actual part of our story. There is a great demon by name Aghasura. Actually, he is the brother of Putana and Bakasura. So we have seen that Putana came first to kill Krishna on the 6th day itself, and second day, and then afterwards, recently, the Bakasura came. So Aghasura came to know that Krishna killed. Then he became very much aggressive. He said that now I will take a full revenge, so that I will satisfy the departed souls, both my sister and brother. And I will not only kill Krishna, I will kill along with all his calves and friends also, so that entire Vraja will be annihilated. Because if only Krishna is killed, only his parents may be in trouble. But if all the cowherd boys are killed, entire all families, they become disturbed, and really the whole Vraja will be lost. In that way, and he thought that the best way is to take the form of a Ajagar. Ajagar means python. Python can take any number of things, animals inside. I thought that is the best way. In a mass destruction is the best. At a time she can. So one day the Ajagara, that is called Aghasura. Aghasura was very, very dreaded, very dangerous, fearful demon, that even demigods were worried about him. Worried about him. That will come to know. And how much he is strong and powerful. So he made an attempt that he took a big python form, which is running to almost 8 to 9 miles. Just imagine how long. So 8 to 9 miles at the end of tail, if it is 9 miles, what will the face? It should be so big. So so much big that the upper lip, he was touched when he is opening the mouth. Upper lip is touching the sky, and the bottom lip is like, and his tongue. He has kept the tongue loose outside is looking like a red carpet. So when all Gwalwals are going, that day of course the Balram did not go. He did not go to the forest. He was there at home only, and that was his birthday. He was staying at home. So all Gwalbals and Krishna with all calves, they went, and suddenly they saw exactly the Aghasura was standing or staying on their path. That if they proceed further, they have to enter into the mouth of the Aghasura, the python. In that way, no chance of anywhere. Means if they want to avoid this Aghasura, they have to divert back. That was the situation. So when they saw that very big, they felt that, oh, it seems somebody made a good toy or some sort of playing ground for them. Suddenly somebody came and made a playground for them, and the python was, it has kept open the mouth. Nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. So the tongue is not moving, open mouth. Only when they saw that only eyes are only little bit here and moving, then they got some doubt. Oh, it appears it is like a big snake. Probably it will swallow us. In that way they are thinking. And they went little closer, and they saw very dirty, bad smell is coming. Because there are so many animals, ordinary animals or living entities, the Aghasura already swollen, and they are stinking. They felt that it is not a good situation, better not to go. Like that thinking, suddenly they got one idea. Oh, Krishna is there anyway, no problem. Because already they developed a faith. They have seen the Vatsasura is killed, and they saw the Bakasura is killed. So what is this? There's no problem. Krishna is there. Let us. So they started moving along with calves, and they started Krishna, please come, let us go inside. Started, what these people are doing? Hey, don't go. Krishna was shouting, but they did not. They were just happily laughing and went inside. Just all entered inside. That is the confidence they developed. They entered into the mouth of a demon, thinking that Krishna will really save him. That was the situation. They entered inside, but as soon as they entered inside, the Aghasura did not shut the mouth, because his intention is not only kill the all Gwalbals and the calves. His intention is first to kill Krishna. So he is waiting for Krishna has to come. So when everybody entered, Krishna has no option than to go inside. So the moment Krishna entered inside, the Aghasura shut the mouth. That's it. So everybody is inside. The moment he is inside, Krishna is a mystic of all mystics, the mystic of always, and he immediately started expanding his body. Actually, in fact, the moment they went inside, all the boys were dead, because complete suffocation. They can't live. Without they cannot live. It's complete suffocation. All the calves and the boys are dead. And Krishna expanded his body. So much so that he has blocked the throat. So the entire the breathing system got stopped. And completely for that snake, for that python, the breathing is stopped, and complete suffocating. And Krishna blocked in such a way that the life air has to really go out. And life air cannot go out from the mouth, because Krishna is already expanded. So air is not able to go from inside, and there are no other paths. So the life air just means it has reached to the top of its head and broken it and came out. So whenever the life air goes from the mouth, people keep the mouth open, and when life air goes out from the eyes are open, and when life air goes from the anus, they will pass a stool and urine. These things will be happening. So here the entire system is blocked, so there is no place life air to go, because it has come to its head, and it has broken the head, and the life air, the soul traveled up. And for everybody's surprise, because a soul is a part and parcel of Krishna. Any soul, whether it's a demonic soul or this, the soul is soul. And it is Jyotishamapita Jyoti. It is like a bright, resplendent Jyotish Padartha. So everybody could see that the soul, which is very powerful and which is resplendent, is standing in the air. The Aghasura's life air, not life air, his soul standing there. Everybody saw that. And meanwhile, it was just standing, all devatas are doing what's happening inside, they don't know. Because the Aghasura has shut the mouth and they don't know what's happening. And suddenly everybody saw that the soul of the Aghasura just came, broken the head of the demon and came out and standing, hanging. Then Krishna afterwards came out, just opened the mouth, came out, and by simply looking at, by his wonderful eyes, he looked at all his cowhead boys and the calves. They all came back to life. They all came back to life. And they all walked out. As Krishna came out along with all calves and cowherd boys, that particular, the soul which is resplendent, entered into Krishna and merged into Krishna. Everybody stunned. How come? We never saw that in the Putana something is coming out, or Bhakasura something coming out. But in this case, it is very specifically. Because when the Aghasura was dead, Krishna was inside in the body. So Krishna is within that body and he was is inside. Because of that, he became completely pure. So it appears that it is like a Sahaja Mukti, that like Shishupala got Sahaja Mukti, Dantavakra got Sahaja Mukti, that the soul went up. Everybody saying that yes, soul has come out and it got purified soul, and it has entered into Krishna. But it is mentioned later part that in fact he did not get Sahaja Mukti, he got Sarupya Mukti. He was transferred to spiritual world as a 400 Vishnu form. So that is the great pastime happened. And when this Aghasura was killed, the happiness really reached the heavenly planet. All the demigods started enjoying so much, and they making beating the drums and celebrating, shouting, and they started throwing the flowers from there. And not only in the heavenly planets, above that heavenly planets is Janaloka, Maharloka, Tapoloka. So there are great, and there also everybody started feeling very happy, and they are talking about it. And so much so that the discussions, they talk of the various planet system reached to the level of Brahmaloka. Brahma became confused. He became, what is this? Everybody is talking about something great happened. And he has come all the way that who is this boy? Something everybody is talking about. So it has reached to that extent. And in fact, when he saw that everybody is glorifying so loudly, Brahma also became very, very surprised. And here Shukadeva Goswami said that if a demon to kill Krishna, he kept Krishna in his body, and if he could get Sarupya Mukti, but if somebody is keeping Krishna lotus feet in their heart forever, what can really they can get? Undoubtedly the spiritual body or spiritual world. So that is the beauty of Krishna, who can even purify the most sinful person. So in that way, we are coming to the end of the first story, the killing of Aghasura, which is a very, very great story. And this is story of contemplation. Here the contemplation is that how much big the demon should be. That by looking at itself, how much people would have been terrified. A 9 miles long, just imagine, miles long. So how much big its mouth should be. And by looking at it, the gall ball should be how much terrified, but they did not terrify. So how much faith they got. And just imagine, simply by Krishna entering into that great demon also got, simply the demon left the body when Krishna is inside. Because of that, he get even a Sauripya Mukti. Just imagine, oh my God. Then if really my heart is filled with Krishna's feet, with all love and affection, what great result I can get. This is a point of contemplation, devotion. And just imagine that when a demon is dead, the great rejoice, the great function, great celebration took place even the heavenly planet or Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, means how much terrifying that must be, the demon should be. But Krishna killed him with no time. So how much powerful the demon is and how much greatly powerful the destroyer of that demon, that Aghasura Vada. So there are of course many are there. These are points of contemplation so that you will get attached to Krishna. From any angle, even look from the demon angle, you get attracted. Even if you get attracted through the volleyball, also you get attracted. Like that many ways. So this is wonderful story of Aghasura Vadha Leela. Hope you all enjoyed.